What up, vlog? Day one here at the hospital. Just checked in. Got to the room. Show you around from the bed. I'm not really feeling like getting up because we're all hooked up over here. See back there, it's got a charge, and then this runs all the way down. It's up here to my stomach. No free nipples. And I got my other tube right here. It's where my food's gonna go when I'm not eating. But it's around, so over there, there's a chair right there now, but we're gonna get a cot put in. That's where my dad's gonna sleep, dad and mom. And then some nice closet space. Got Madden up and running. A lot of Madden content in the future. Stay tuned, stay tapped. Eagles theme team, 50 out of 50. And then door there, and then the bathroom's along that wall right there. So yeah, I'm ready, eager to start. Birds are on tonight, so let's get a quick dub. Fuck Dallas. Yeah, this is day one. Well, it's really day negative like 13 or 14 in medical terms, but it's day one. We're gonna count upwards opposed to counting from starting at the negatives. But day 0 is technically the day of my transplant. But I'm just gonna, for the video's sake, this is day one. It's gonna be my video. I might pick it up later if I go for a walk. I do anything interesting, but for now, we'll just pause it here. I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow. Big dubs, big dubs. You see it. That boy Uno coming for that MVP this year. Tried to tell y'all last year he's really him. But I didn't show y'all this earlier. I feel like I could show y'all new stuff every time that I pick up my camera, because really I want y'all to get the experience that I'm going through. Well, I hope none of y'all ever have to experience what I'm going through, but for the people that do experience this, I want y'all to see. So the TV is over there, and then the sound comes from here. It's like a little, I know it's hard, like, because my dad was watching over there on his bed, so I don't know how well he could hear the game. But yeah, Eagles get a dub. Day -12 tomorrow. Today, admission day. Eagles got the win. Can't ask for much more. Back at it tomorrow. Bro, I feel rank. I'm in the bathroom right now. This is what our bathroom looks like. It's pretty big, actually. There's some that are way smaller than I'm sitting in that. Good for yes, little ones who want to take a bath. First day of chemo. Day -12 right now. Feel crummy. I was feeling good this morning. I ate a little bit. Got on Xbox with my friends. I was doing the normal activities, and then chills hit me. Just wanted to hibernate out of the covers. Got some hot packs on, and these things that wrapped around my back, my traps. That kind of helped, and then I took some Tylenol, but now Tylenol's doing the reverse. Like, now I'm getting the sweats, and I hate the sweats. I don't like my sheets being wet. I don't like my clothes being wet. I don't like any of that. So hopefully on the Tylenol I can just sit up in my bed, put my feet on top of the blanket, and just play some Madden. But yeah, this is supposed to be the easiest 3 days. I'm already in a little bit of a rough patch, but it is what it is. Hopefully I'll pick the camera back up later. But I just wanted y'all to see it's going rough. And I'm sticking to it. I want to get a video out every day, whether it's just one for a minute, 30 seconds, or more content in a day if I'm feeling up to it. Take you to some of my PT, OT appointments, walks in the hallway. I almost put my camera down to record the end of the Eagles game last night, like my reaction, but I don't want to jinx anything, so I didn't do that. But that's all I got right now. Peace, y'all. Day 3, big day 3. Saturday, college football's on. Gonna hang out and do this. Just got on Madden on a quick little 4-0 run. I got my chip game coming up, flawless run. Need those coins, no money spent. Feeling good. Last night, everything settled down. Didn't feel any nausea or chills or sweating or anything. Went to bed early. Usually I go to bed like, I get Benadryl for some, like Benadryl Compazine for nausea, but it just knocks me out. But last night I just went to bed on my own, like probably right at the third quarter of the Chiefs-Chargers game. Yeah, I don't know when I last picked up the camera. I think I had it set up at some point, but yeah, today's just gonna be another light day. Mom's coming in. We're gonna watch the Temple game together. Yeah, check back in a little bit. I want to show you all the raw and uncut footage. I don't know if you can tell from this. So this G-tube, I got this put in about a week and a half ago, right? It's literally like you could see under there leaking this yellow stuff. Like it's just some bodily fluid, I guess. It smells horrible, terrible. Thankfully, like I don't have anything strong. I gotta show you. You see all that from under there. And we just cleaned it too. So I don't know why it's doing that. Whoa, what did I just do? Stop. So you get the touchdown on camera. Temple football back to giving belt. Couple years down. Oh, chill. Couple years down, but look like they're back. Not even gonna lie. It's about, what time is it? It's almost 5 o'clock. Dad's making me Alfredo from Trader Joe's. The way that it works during transplant with the rules is I can't DoorDash or order food from the outside. I can only order packaged food or like food from the cafeteria. And the cafeteria food is brutal. So, hold on. Temple just scored. 51-7 belt. So, it's kind of slim, but I do like some of the packaged food from Trader Joe's. So, gonna have some of that right now. And then, yeah, got Easy Mac. The chemo gets stronger over the next couple of days, and I might not want to eat as much. So I got my G-tube in so that I can put feeds through there. Yeah, 5 o'clock. Maybe I'll do one more video today. But I just don't really do that much during the day, to be honest. Like I play a lot of Xbox. Went for one walk in the hallways. I'll probably go for another. Hopefully, whenever I do PT or OT, I can get that stuff on video because that's more like, you know, actual physical exercise. Like there's no need for you to see me walking. I don't really do much, but yeah, I'll check back in later. Sunday the 7th. I don't know if you can see the board over there. I don't know how to zoom in on here. I feel like a zoom in or no. But over there it says day -10, third day of the first treatment that I get. Eating my bowl of yogurt, morning routine right now. What's on tap for today? Football. First Sunday of the year. Best top 5 sports day of the year. First Sunday. So watch the games. Run some Madden. Already got my game up. Trying to get that Eagles team 50 out of 50. It's gonna be the goal when I'm out of here. We have no strong side linebackers in our team, so it's hard because you only get 3 wild cards, and I'm not trying to use them at Sam linebacker. So yeah, nice win for Temple yesterday. That was good. Oklahoma next week. That'd be crazy if they won that. What else? Yeah, I got radiation tomorrow, so eager to do that because I've never done that before. I never had radiation. I've only ever done chemo leading up to transplant. So radiation should be interesting. You got to do I do 2 a day, once in the morning, once in the afternoon. So the one in the morning could be super early, like 6:37. So it's gonna be some long days, and then I follow that up with another chemo for 2 days, and then another chemo for 2 days. And that'll give me to day -2, day -1, and day 0 is transplant day. So yeah, I'll tap back in later. My mom's sleeping in Day 1 of radiation in the books. Started nice and early. I got a photo and a video that I can put in, but I didn't take my camera. It's the first one. But, yeah, basically did 15 minutes on each side of my body today. And then I'll repeat and do the same thing tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, I go front and back. I'm going to say hi to my camera.
Hi.
So, yeah. What's up?
Do you need me to go?
No.
I measured.
Oh, cool. But yeah, so I got more tomorrow, and feeling a little nauseous, feeling a little they say expect jaw pain, but I don't really have much of that right now, so hopefully that stays away. Gonna watch more football later. I think the Phillies play the Mets. That's always a big one. Will I be watching? No. Yeah, probably pick up the camera again later. I'll catch y'all. Day 2 of radiation. I already did my first treatment this morning at like 6:30. No, like 7:30. And then I got back to the room, took a nap. Just feeling pretty crummy, to be honest. I don't really know how the nausea works, like the radiation, because it's not something physically going into my body like a chemotherapy. I don't know how it causes nausea, but just feeling a little crummy. I've ate a little bit though, which is good. I had some yogurt, some apples, some M&Ms. Had a cup of water, which is always good. Water can sometimes get hard because stuff starts to taste funky. But I've got more radiation coming up in like an hour. I go back, I do it twice a day. I'll be back on my side, so I do both sides. And then tomorrow I got to do my front and back, so I'll be laying down flat and then laying down on my stomach. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of cooking videos on YouTube because I can't DoorDash and I refuse to eat the food from here, so I'm just trying to fantasize about what I could eat. But hopefully I'll tap back in later. If not, I'll catch y'all. Got one more radiation session left. This morning was by far the worst one. Super uncomfortable. I was laying flat on my stomach and I got my G-tube in. It was just uncomfortable. It felt like it took forever. They had me laying on a wooden door and they put like these blocks on top of me, and all I can think about is Chipotle. I want Chipotle so bad. I can't eat anything from DoorDash or the outside. It has to be frozen. Sucks. But I'm going to try and pick up the camera again today. I'll see how I feel. I'm going to catch y'all. See the stash growing in. Diatepa shower number 1 done. I've only got 3 days left to chemo, but I got to do the showers every 6 hours. So that's like the big part of it. That goes till Saturday at 12. So, of course, right at the kickoff of the Temple game. Got this nice sign made for me over there. All I can think about is Chipotle. I want Chipotle so bad. God, I can't believe this mustache I'm growing. I got a full beard. My alopecia spots. Morgan, your hair better grow in for me. I better get a whole head of hair. But I want Chipotle so bad. I've been just watching mukbangs and cooking videos all the time because I just need food. I got these tacos from the cafeteria last night. They were okay, but it was all because I was craving Chipotle. I'm gonna get Chipotle soon. Bet that.
Hi, I'm Hayden's older sister, Morgan. I'm his bone marrow donor. So I'm gonna vlog some of this for Hayden's vlog. He's gonna be a lot better at this than I am. But I'm currently in the waiting room at Penn Med in West Philly, and I'm getting ready for my first procedure to get my central line put in. And I just took my diazepam, and I'm feeling good, and I'm ready to do this. So I'll bring you guys along with me periodically. I just got back from getting my line put in, and now I'm waiting at apheresis to get hooked up to the machine that's gonna take my blood out and separate it and get the stem cells that are needed for Hayden. That's about it. I will check in soon. I'm hooked up to the machine, covering a line because some people are queasy. Feeling good. It separates my red blood cells, stem cells. It just separates it all in that machine, which is crazy. Modern medicine is crazy. I'll check in a couple hours. Hi. Checking in. I have about an hour left. I'm feeling good. All is well. Yeah, feeling good. Almost done. The bag's almost full with cells.
Overachiever. You're giving your brother a solid number of cells. Awesome. Well done. And Hayden, I heard the PCA is working pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Better, you think?
Yeah, I was eating for a little bit while I was doing it, but then I threw up. I had some mac and cheese.
Okay, good. That's really impressive, actually, considering where we are. So we'll read your bracelet. We know you're you, but we have to verify it. And then the plan will be to give us over about an hour. And you should feel completely fine. But do let us know if anything is funny.
So it is getting hot. It's not.
It is getting hot. I was wrong. I thought it would be in a syringe, but it's in a bag. They said they just decide based on kind of your size, the volume, all of that.
These are for Hayden Loftgraven. Date of birth.
Actually, my
Now's
mom
your
got a
chance.
picture of it yesterday. I think that was the end of the bag.
You want the official
Yeah.
science
It
stuff?
has your name on it too.
Okay.
It is. It's
Yeah.
science stuff.
It has both your names on it. I don't need to hear it. I'll hold on to it.
Yeah,
but
I
don't
don't hold
leave
it.
me. How about that?
Yeah, you can do that. Okay. Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you want a picture of it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Here. Once again, I'll do this.
And not you.
And not me. It's just the bag. It's just my hand.
I'm back on the camera. First time in 5 days. You can probably hear why. I've got these sores. I've got a lisp. Eagles were down 26-7. It's 26-21 now. There'll probably be a clip talking about the days that I didn't record, like, post, that are just going to fill in the time between transplant day and then today. Are you kidding me? Oh, not in position. But yeah, man, these sores have been bugging me. It's been hard to talk. It's hard to swallow water. Haven't been able to eat anything. But, you know, check in after the Eagles game. Hopefully they win.
December 3rd. Been home for about 3-4 weeks now. Almost a month, I guess, because I think I came home November 8th. So I'm making this part of the video because obviously I said going into it my plan was going to be to take a video like every day. And that definitely did not happen. I stopped making videos around, I want to say like 3-4 days post-transplant was the last time I picked up the camera. And to be honest, I feel like, I don't feel like I let like myself down because I did want to honestly pick up the camera more. But it just got so hard, and I'm going to explain kind of like what that process was like post-transplant, because that's when everything is really difficult. So for the most part, I got the days that I had chemotherapy on video. The only part that I didn't really show was the radiation because I couldn't bring, I I don't like when this goes dark. Oh, there we go. I couldn't bring my camera, obviously, into the room where they're giving me the radiation. But basically what they did was I would lay on my side for like 15 minutes, and then they would come in, they would flip me to my other side for 15 minutes, and then I would just be done. And I did that twice a day. So once I was done with that, I would go back to the room. Basically, like, it kind of like drains you out. You feel pretty tired. So I did that for 3 days. And then all the other chemos were like regular IV, right into my central line. I had to take a bunch of showers with one of them. Was throwing up a little bit with another, but not too bad. Then a couple days post-transplant, when you start to get the sores in your mouth, that's when it gets really bad. And you can see in the last video that I put in here, it was really hard to talk. My face looks like visibly puffy. Not easy stuff. So that is kind of where I can pick up and explain the parts that you didn't see. So basically for the mouth sores, they give you something called a PCA. It's a button that delivers morphine, or I was on Dilaudid because the morphine was making my body really itchy. So it would deliver like a steady dose of Dilaudid, and then you can push it every 10 minutes. Like, the button is green. The button would light up, and it would give you another dose of Dilaudid, in my case. And that, in the thick of the mucositis, which is what causes the sores, it doesn't really help, I'll be honest. Like, I didn't feel any different. I was throwing up from the mucositis. It was not good. But that part I knew about, because that was like, they tell you that that's going to happen. And I went through this, before, so I knew that was going to come. What I didn't know was I picked up something called an adenovirus, which I don't really know what it did. It took a really long time for me to get through it. Like, about 2 weeks ago, they finally told me, like, oh, you don't have the adenovirus anymore. So the adenovirus lasted almost 2 months. And what that did was it messed with my stomach really bad. I was going to the bathroom a lot, like close to some days, like 7-8 times a day, having to get up and go to the bathroom. And having to get up, it seems like, to anybody else who's just watching, it seems like an easy thing. But somebody who's sat in bed for almost the whole day and loses a lot of their strength, having to get up that many times can be difficult. So that was never comfortable. It would wake me up in the middle of the night to have to go to the bathroom. It was just tough. And again, like I said, that carried on for my whole stay, basically. I picked up something called C. diff, another thing that really messes up your stomach. I picked that up when I was going through chemotherapy. So early on I had that, and I had to go through, they put you on a med called vancomycin, and when you're on that, you can't leave the room. So one of the things about the transplant floor is that you can go on walks around the hallway, but when you have something like C. diff that's very contagious and can spread really easily, obviously the doctors and I don't want to get anybody else sick. So I wasn't able to leave the room while I was on that, and that's a 10-day course of antibiotics. So, like, sucked. I was in the room just all the time. Then kind of the big thing was, so I don't even know how I'm going to explain this. So basically, one of the days I was, in the middle of the night, I had to like wake up to pee. And because the adenovirus, it was messing partially with my bladder. And what happened was my bladder started to bleed. So I'm going pee, and I'm basically peeing all blood. And this had gone on for like a little bit. Like I'd been peeing blood, but sometimes there'd be like clots that would have to come out. This is like an uncomfortable thing to be talking about. And, it's like a vulnerable spot. But I want to share my story because other people might be going through the similar things. So one night I get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, and I literally cannot get this blood clot out, and my bladder is burning like crazy. So I go back to bed, and I'm like, because I have no where, like I didn't tell anybody in the moment. Then I woke up, like I just was laying there, and I went back to the bathroom to try to go again, and I got it out. So I feel fine. My bladder feels fine now. I go back to bed and I wake up around the normal time that I wake up, and my bladder is on fire again. So I'm like, all right, I just gotta go to the bathroom, get this clot to pass. And this time the clot just won't come out. So it's like I'm in pain. I tell the nurse who was on that day, and they're like, we might have to put a catheter in, which people don't know this, but I have two fears, literally like two, like not lifelong fears, because you don't know about it when you're really young, but it's getting a catheter put in, which is no longer number one because I went through it. And the other one is a prostate exam, which, I mean, I guess we all got to do eventually. Well, guys got to do eventually. I just saw it on Family Guy one episode, and Peter's running away from Dr. Hartman, so I'm not like looking forward to that. But they're like, we got to put this catheter in. And my dad, who has had a catheter in for surgeries in the past, he's like, it's not that bad. It's uncomfortable. It's a weird feeling going in, yada, 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 whatever. So they give me Versed, which is meant to like calm you down, relax you, make you kind of take a step back from everything. So they give me that. I'm still freaking out. Then this lady comes in and she's like, okay, we got to do this, yada, yada. And they pull out, I kid you not, I was under the impression that a catheter was like a thin little thing. They come into my room with a catheter that is like this thick. And I'm not going to say it, but you know where a catheter has to go. And I'm like, there's no way. I'm like, you can put me under anesthesia, you can put this thing in, but I am not sitting here and watching this. So they're like, no, we can't do that, whatever. Finally, I'm like, just do it, whatever. They put the catheter in, and the clot that I had that was stuck was so big, it wouldn't let the catheter pass. So they had to pull the catheter out. So keep in mind, they put it in and then pulled it out. I'm in excruciating pain. This catheter pulls the blood clot out along with it, and then the catheter goes back in. And this was over the course of like, I guess 20 minutes. The catheter then stayed in for like 10 days. So I couldn't leave my bed. I didn't have to get up to pee because, well, I had a catheter in, so that was kind of nice. But I couldn't leave like my bed area because I was attached to this bag where the pee was going, like a drainage bag. And I couldn't leave like basically like the circumference of or just the right side of my bed. That was like a tough 10 days. My dad did all 10 days with me at the hospital. So shout out to him for that. My mom came and visited me. My sister would come and visit. But it was hard because I lost all my strength doing that. I got a sore on my foot that ended up turning into a blood blister. That was pretty bad. And then I got basically like a pain in my tailbone because I was just laying all the time. Like there was nothing I could do to stand up, really walk around. And yeah, so the catheter finally came out. I was back to peeing on my own, I guess. And then I went home a couple days later. The only thing that I had trouble with going home was because the catheter went in, the PCA stayed with me for way longer. So I kind of got hooked onto the Dilaudid. And when they took me off the PCA and went to like a steady IV dose, it was crazy. Like I was explaining this to my friend the other day. I was so addicted to this Dilaudid feeling because I would basically have like a brutal day. I was on like every 12 hours, I would get an IV dose of Dilaudid, and I would get my IV dose at like 3 p.m. I would get a crazy head rush, and then I would wake up every night when they would give me my 3 a.m. dose of Dilaudid just so I could feel that head rush again, and then I would go back to sleep. So I was hooked. They sent me home on like, they were like, he could take Oxy if he needs it. And the first couple of days I was like, I need my Oxy. And then it didn't give me the head rush. So I was like, okay, I'll just go through the little bit of withdrawal that I had, like sweats and chills and whatever, because this doesn't feel as good as the Dilaudid did. So yeah, I've been home now. Eating was a bit of a struggle when I first got home. wasn't really eating a lot, was still having to do feeds through my G-tube. But tomorrow I have a doctor's appointment, and I'm hoping that the G-tube comes out because I'm up to eating like 2,700 to 3,000 calories pretty much every day, sometimes more. And then also the good news with all this is my first set of like tests that I'd get on my bone marrow all came back really good. So that's good news. You should be happy for me. And with that all feeling good, it's just kind of a breath of fresh air. I'm always confident that the results are going to be good because I know how I feel. I'm very in touch with my body. But it's always good to get the confirmation and have, that to look back on. So doctor's appointment tomorrow. I'm hoping that next week or sometime soon I'll start vlogging, but I gotta find stuff to do because right now my life is not interesting. I'm gonna just keep it 100. But yeah, that's this video. Thank you for watching. I hope that some people can find this and find it helpful to them, find it inspiring, use it for something in their life, help somebody who might be going through something like this. But yeah, thank you.